Welcome back to Blue Exorcist Anime Review, episode number 16. We are here reviewing the second episode of season 2, which is called Where Secrets Are. Yep, that's the end of this episode. It covers kind of the rest of chapter 4 and does cover 44. The episode starts off with Yuki being at a meeting with the high officials of the Vatican. And they're all surrounded by computer monitors for some reason. Oh, and there was a meeting that was cut from the last episode where I think it was Arthur explaining to everybody about what happened previously. Yeah, they cut that out of this episode. Or was it cut last episode too? So mostly they put this before the battle sequence for some reason, so they put this first. So he has to swear oath to a demon and basically give information. He told you can't answer questions, you can't ask any questions, and if you are tunnelable, that the demon will kill you. And Shira points out after he leaves that the whole idea of this is ridiculous because he passed physical exam, he's perfectly fine. And there's hints the fact he might have the Satan flame inside of him. He is asked by the guy in the hat, basically, about what kind of person he is. He does answer truthfully. And then, pretty much, like, a lot of the episodes focus on him, by narrative-wise. And then, right after this, we cut the rush show where we see Arthur and Shira take on some demons. And they come across like a Gehenna Gate, where it's a man-made Gehenna Gate. So it's sealed by Mephisto in a time barrier, and the person and the Vatican asks, like, how long will this last for? About 5 months. And we have until then basically stop this, and that's what he's That's pretty much it for that one. And of course, they do point out though who could have been responsible. Now, of course, they do splice in stuff with Shira's, with Rin's group. I'll get to that. So the people responsible for this, and this is the first this group has ever mentioned the anime, because the manga is basically kind of the main mega series. The guy in the hat points out the only people responsible, the only people who could do something like this with the finances and finance resources is the Illuminati. And then we cut to where the episode ends, where a member of the Illuminati is telling the guy in bandages, congratulations, the gate is open. He says, thank you. And that was the end of that portion. Now, this character will be back. Basically, the whole thing with this is a set of later stuff. That's most of what it's here for. In the case of Ren, we first see him when Yuki comes home from the meeting. Like, don't sleep in. And then, of course, he goes to see Shimane, where it's like they flashback when he first came there for study. Nurse offering tea, and then they get their next assignment, which is to have Pookie Brown and Shimane go to women's restroom in the girls' dormitory to eliminate a ghost. Now, seeing this reminds me a lot of the Chamber of Secrets. You know, with this big fancy bathroom like this. So, they look in the stall, see what this ghost is, and then Pookie Brown just happens to find the ghost. And, of course, there's a flashback to the previous season here. Before this, basically, Pookie Brown was talking to a friend of hers. Well, the person she went close to is that friend. This time, she takes him close to Shimane. So, and, of course, all she wants to do is repay the favor. And, of course, she ends up summons her foxes, the email of rice thing, and, of course, Shimane summons a plant thing and offers rice because they like rice. So she nearly gets captured by the ghost. Then the fox police eliminate the ghost, and, well, oh yeah, and apparently the guys have been waiting outside, like, get ready. And the way you get ready is to cross-dress as women. Yep. And that's what happened in this episode. It's definitely a pretty good episode. We are advancing the plot, but definitely a bit. Now, if you're curious, though, for the opening arc of the series, how many more chapters have to go for the opening arc? Technically we're still on the Academy 7 Wonders arc per se. Yes, so 39 is done. I'd say 40 and 41 definitely done. I don't think 43 was adapted, was it? Yeah, 43 was adapted. So basically, 44 had not been adapted just yet. Yeah, it seems kind of interesting, the fact that a lot of the characters aren't really much anything else. Mostly like Yugi. So, 40 and 41 have not been adapted for some reason. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. It's like they skipped these two chapters for reasons. Yeah, and next episode we'll cover a little bit more of this arc. Now, you might be curious though, will the arc be wrapped up by next week's episode? Not necessarily, because basically with episode, with the 5th episode of the season, they go into pretty much the very next arc of the series, which is the Shimane Illuminati saga. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much the very next saga. They're gonna go into, starting with the 5th episode. Yep, they're gonna start that and wrap up at episode 48. Yeah, 48 is basically kind of when they wrap this one up. And then comes basically where the sub is basically up to the Exorcist exam arc, which is basically like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the 5th, the most recent arc of the manga. And this is something though, the fact that at this point, Terror the Kraken loosely adapted one of the episodes, but in the case of Seven Wonders, they don't adapt the whole thing for some reason. No. For some reason, 40 and 41 are not adapted. Yeah, they don't really want to adapt these ones for some reason. Maybe they want to... My only guess is maybe they want to adapt this maybe for next season. Maybe for later. That's my personal guess anyways, but still a great episode overall. I enjoyed it. Okay, so that's going to be pretty much it for this particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and do not hit that dislike button. Okay, so next up, we have a comic corner, and we're starting a technically kind of a new interview series, but it's a kind of buffer until I get another one started up. Okay, next video. Bye.